This is my audience. Okay, today I'll be speaking to you about how to make your car into a fast and reliable car. As you drive your car daily around town, do you ever wonder if you can make it faster? Do you ever wonder if you can make it lighter? You can do these things, you can make it more reliable, but if you do too much, it won't be street legal anymore. So with a few modifications, you can make your car have more performance, more reliability, and save on gas. My first subtopic I would like to speak to you with today is going to be weight reduction. There are a lot of things that you can take off your car to make it lighter, but not all of those will have a positive effect. You can start taking out vacuum canisters and charcoal canisters and vacuum lines, and those are all going to set off engine lights, and that's not going to do your engine any good. Some of the other things to think about are lighter body pieces. You can go to carbon fiber or you can go to fiberglass. A lot of your parts are really heavy. One of the really main things I would like to speak to you about, switching out your rims. If your car has steel rims on them, you need to get rid of them. The aluminum ones are a lot lighter, but they're not as durable. But if you're looking for durability and strength, you can switch to magnesium. The wheels in the picture right here are made out of magnesium. They do cost a bit more, but you get reliability and you get really good weight reduction out of them. These right here also on the Ferrari, they're also magnesium as well. These ones right here are also aluminum. Aluminum weighs a little bit more than magnesium, but you can still benefit from the fact of losing weight. These right here are also magnesium. As you can tell, they weigh a third less of what the aluminums weigh. These are here also magnesium, but you don't want to stray away from the size of what you're originally planning on. If you go too big, too much will weigh too much, and you're going to stray away from it, and your car is going to not gain what you're looking out to set out to get in the first place. My second subtopic I would like to speak to you about is changing from your stock intake to a cold air intake system. The one in the picture right here is an AEM cold air intake. There are different brands out there. You can get a cheap O'Reilly's one that's better than stock, or you can actually go with the K&N one. The one in the picture seen right here is a dual induction carbon fiber cold air intake. This one right here makes your car lighter because the carbon fiber weighs practically nothing, but at the same time you have to think about this one has two intakes on it, so that's going to kind of weigh it down, but you have double the airflow on it. This one right here is also a dual induction intake, as well as this one right here. You want to stray away from ones that don't have boxes around the filters because it's going to suck in ambient heat from the engine, and your car is not going to gain the performance values you expect it to gain. So you're actually going to be working against yourself. The third thing that I would like to speak to you about, my third subtopic, is going to be hydrogen fuel cells. Hydrogen fuel cells have been around for about the last 10 or 15 years. Not a lot of people know about them, but they can greatly increase performance on your vehicle as well as gas mileage. Hydrogen fuel cell has an electrochemical reaction between stainless steel plates inside of a small fuel cell, and when applied positive negative DC voltage with a PWM pulse width modulator, you can change the frequency of the voltage and the milliamps going through it, and you can create hydrogen gas by separating the water molecules. The water molecules can then be stored in a fuel cell like the one in the picture, but that's not a very good idea considering that hydrogen is extremely not necessarily flammable, but it has a large flammability rate and it has a huge explosion rate. So you really want an on-demand system that creates it as you're driving, and when you turn your car off, it stops making it. The one in the picture right here is on some of the newer German cars. This one's in the experimental stages, and little is known about the efficiency of them. The one right here, though, this is a double steel fuel cell. The diesel truckers, they will put these on their car, and they have double the output of, say, the one that I put on the car I'm working on right now. They create more hydrogen, and they have a better fuel efficiency rating on them. The hydrogen enters the intake chamber, and steam cleans the engine as it runs through the system. And also, the hydrogen, since it has such a volatile rating, whenever it enters the chamber along with the air mixture and the fuel mixture, it makes it more volatile. So your explosion, you're going to be using up 95% of the fuel, to where without it, you're actually only using 70% of your fuel, and the other 30% is actually escaping out your exhaust pipe. When you run a hydrogen cell, you'll notice if you live in California or Dallas or a place where emissions are tested, whenever they go to test your car, it might not test right because it's going to say pretty much that your car's not running. A hydrogen fuel cell, when running optimally, can run up to 50% efficiency, and when you check your exhaust coming out the tailpipe of your car and the muffler, actually all you're going to notice is not necessarily steam, but there's going to be water vapor coming out instead of harmful carbon deposits that go into the atmosphere and destroy everything. In conclusion, I would just like to state that lightening your car will help out with your reduction and make your car a little bit faster. Adding some type of colder intake system, doesn't matter what brand, to your car, increases your volumetric airflow. And thinking about putting a hydrogen fuel cell on your car is also another big possibility whenever you're thinking about making your daily driver more reliable and yet more powerful.